Il Signore mi rende uno strumento della vostra pace.
Lord, make me understand of your peace.
Dove ci è odio, lasciarlo seminare l'amore.
Where there is hatred, let me sow love.
Dove ci è ferita,
Where there is
perdono. Dove ci è dubbio, dove ci è desperazione, sperare, dove ci è nerezza, illuminarsi, dove ci è la tristezza. Il Signore
Make me understand.
of your peace.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, pero sa sinakalan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, suya ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisingil, sa nagatang putok sa simoy at sa langit mo pagaw, ay hinatang tulang awit sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na naghihingi, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pamay magdidilig. Lumanang araw ng walang pagsinta, mo'y langit sa piling mo. Aming higaya ng pagkay mga amin, at mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Welcome to A Better You, the official subscription launch of the Vinta Yearbook 2022. Good afternoon, University of Mindanao. Good afternoon, partner. Hi. So welcome to the second orientation program of Vinta 2022. I am Mina Junior F. Gonzalez from the College of Business Administration Education.
And I am Elisha Garcia from the College of Computing Education. And we are your hosts for today. Welcome graduates, non-seniors, and to everyone who's watching here with us. We are live at our official Facebook page, and right now we have 290 viewers. Don't forget to click the live button to keep your viewing updated.
That is right, Elisha. So send this link to your friend, to your batchmate, to your classmate, or mention them in the comment section to tune in. Also, we are live at University of Mindanao official YouTube channel. So share this live stream, participate, and comment down your thoughts. Because this orientation is necessary for us to know the steps para makasubscribe sa yearbook, para makabalo sa pictorial guidelines, and matubag sa inyong mga solicitation.
And speaking of which, the most anticipated, we will unveil this year's yearbook theme. Last year, Vintas have set sail beyond the South. So, ito na po kaya ang theme for this year. I'm exhilarated just by thinking about it.
Yeah, that's true, Laish. No, I am as well as excited, no? So let us not keep our audience waiting. Now, let us officially open this event, let us hear a message from our very own Vinta moderator, Dr. Reynaldo C. Castro. A virtual applause, please.
Greetings to the members of the graduating batch of 2022 and welcome to our yearbook orientation. First, I would like to congratulate you for reaching this far in your academic journey in the university. This achievement in your career happens in one of the most memorable, most challenging times in the history of mankind. And reaching these points is a manifestation of your agility, your grit. The theme of your yearbook, HUE, H-U-E, the vanishing of colors, can represent plethora of things, symbols, and dimensions. I want to associate this with the different situations, various seasons you have experienced in your journey. At the end of the day, no matter what you have been through, you see you, H-U-E, very noticing, attractive, and can cause so much attention and focus. I say that you represent the you and be inspired from it. Today, please listen to what the Vinta staff will tell you, the processes, steps, and other relevant information for your yearbook subscription. I'm proud of this team because of their passion and so much interest of their tasks in the Vinta. They have done so many sacrifices, so many innovative ideas to make the entire subscription processes smooth and more efficient. Also, please ask questions, especially those that will help you in your yearbook subscription. Lastly, just remember that the University of Mindanao always think of your welfare and success in your career. Again, greetings.
Thank you, Sir Ray, for your opening remarks. That is really worth remembering. Once again, that is Dr. Reynaldo Castro, our Vinta moderator. And as what Sir Ray has mentioned, these different colors can be associated with the different seasons you have experienced in your journey. And no matter what you've been through, you see you, H-U-E. Type in heart in the comment section and we will check it out later.
Love that. Type in heart tayo dyan sa comment section there.
Let's check them out. Ayan.
Okay, yan. Very ka-participate tayo at mga grad. So, the Vinta hopes to help you indefinitely commemorate the years you have spent at the University of Mindanao. And also, agree sad ko sa giingon ni Sir Ray na this batch has been momentous and memorable in the history of mankind. Mo silang ginatawag nato of the first of the many. So from the first batch of K-12 graduates who used to be the pioneering batch of the senior high school from the K-12 program, kani sa the batch is naka-experience of pandemic and then naka-online class sad. So kung resilience lang man ang atong hisgutan, grabe ang resilience with this year's graduates. So, as the generation of first, they deserve a momentous moment. But with that, let us commemorate and celebrate the graduates for this year.
And since we are talking about celebrating this year's graduates and highlighting their journey, we are very happy and thrilled to announce this year's official theme. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the official theme for Vinta 2022.
So that's it, ladies and gentlemen, the official team for Vinta 2022 Pictorial Shoots. So grabe kanina ang team na to for this year's live, no?
Yes.
So grabe siya ka-meaningful. So since ma-associate nato siya sa journey sa students sa ilang college life, so wherein life is so colorful in many ways kaayo. So to which, I believe partner, no, na our journey has colors. So every struggles nato, every breakdowns nato, happy moments or sad times nato, they all have colors.
Yeah.
So they are not just colors that we see every day, but also it has attachment to our precious memories of our college journey. And for sure, ma-highlight yun ang creativity sa students in their classroom team.
Yes, correct, Minmin. Nindot sa bang colors for this year's theme. But just a reminder that the colors are not entirely mandatory. However, we highly encourage everyone to at least include some, if not all, of the aforementioned colors. So as early as now, as early as now, attire. But Minard, what's this Better You all about?
So Elijah, as I mentioned, Team Karon is about you, H-U-E. So taking cues from the brilliance of the diamond, Vinta cracks open every bit of you as it celebrates the vivid journey of the first batch of K-12 graduates and the Diamond Jubilee of University of Mindanao. Showing no sign of shying away of colors, the Vinta is back with rich trove of inspiration as this year's highlights a better you.
Oh, that is something. Grabe ka mga deep meaning on for the colors. How about let's check them out in the comment section. I see comments with purple hearts, with kaning chicken. Oh, what? Hello, everyone. We're very sorry for we have a technical difficulty, but let's move on and continue reading the comments. Here, let's read the first comment. Right now. So, from Mr. Roldan Sikat, finally matagaan na og justice ang queries sa tanan. That's for sure because there are a lot of people messaging us in our Facebook and we really can't reply as of now because we are waiting for this day.
So if you do have some question or queries na wala pa yung nasabtan, please comment down below and later on we do have our Q&A para matubag po ng mga questions ninyo.
Oo, next one from Sonia Friars Mayola. Keep up lang dan, kayang-kaya natin to. Kaya-kaya na nyo yan lahat, guys.
Yes, of course, resilient sa itong mga graduates. Ayun.
Pandemic,
yes.
Well, gusto pa man inyo ha. Nana sa inyo pa na. Ayan. So, from Ace Lawrence, can we just take the time to appreciate the graphics? Props to the technical team. Team. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Ace.
Ayan. So, ano pa ba? So, I love you. Ay! Hala! Correct. I love you. Pwede din siya.
Hindi ikaw ni Laish.
Ala! Oo. Ana, si Melody Tesorero diri sa comment na. So, kabalo na ta, ibalhin na nato sa tag 5 ang tag 50 pesos. Ay, mga okay expert! Oo.
Sige, so you do have some time pa to pangita silang, silang attire. So, make use of your time wisely na lang para sa yung attire. So from Angel Willo, papunta pa tayo sa exciting part. Yes, papunta pala tayo sa exciting part. So we do have many things na i-discuss pa sa inyo for you to be guided sa ato ang policies or throughout sa atong yearbook related na mga processes natin.
That will be reading as of this moment pa lang ha. Client June Bersosa, paggamit na jud ang gipin sa Pinterest. Oo, finally, no, ang mga mood board nga giset na sa Pinterest gamit na jud.
So yes, no, so you can search mga themes sa to ang Google, sa Pinterest para sa inyong creative shot. So be creative lang jud ta sa ato ang pictorial shoot. I-discuss po natin ang mga guidelines sa pictorial. So let's move on. Okay. I believe, Alice, no, na excited na kayo itong mga graduates because katong gabi sa ato ang mga messages, nag-ask sila about sa pre-registration para sa daw mag-subscribe. But we would like to remind our live viewing audiences members na hindi pa po open ang ating yearbook na subscription. Later pa natin siya yung open. So mag-listen sa mga guidelines for you makabano pa sa itong mga guidelines na to regarding sa subscription.
And again, we would like to reiterate that dili sa tama register una because later on, in a while, we will officially launch the subscription.
So coming up are the subscription guidelines of the yearbook, which is one of the most important or vital na guidelines that we should know, as well as sa atong pictorial guidelines after this short break. Okay, so once again, good afternoon to everyone who's watching this live or MJ kayo, no? So,
audio.
Miss UM na Diyos. So, finally, makagraduate na sila.
Yes. Sorry, nawalang audio. So let's continue. From Pizza. Sorry. Pwede? Okay, Gen D, makamiss ang UM.
Legit, Jod. Makamiss Jod ang UM life, no?
Ang kataas sa Kabaktason.
Yeah.
Oo. Next. By Jay Sumala. Naong daw sa kahila kundi. Oo. Ano ka naman? Ang iyong... sige, go, Pinar.
From Salem Concepcion, salamat Torres. Makahilak ang background music. Yes, thank you kay President, kay Sir Willie Torres, no? Thank you kayo for the quality education.
Uy, bitaw, tinuod ba ya jud na ang anak ka nostalgic and even the idea na mag-graduate na mo. So yeah, it happy jud kay siya, ecstatic sa ilang feeling. Ana siya, makamiss daw ang UM, ana si Karen Agustin, pero need yapon na ako mo graduate. Correct?
Tama, Jim natin.
Correct, John. Last one, Dinar?
Okay, from Roldan again. Salamat sa tanang memories UM. Huwag sa katong mga nag-holding hands na maglakaw-lakaw sa pathway tapos nagdali pa jud ka kay klase na salamat. Oh my God.
Wala ka overtake, no?
Yes, wala jud ka ma-overtake. Kunya napatungok pa jud, no?
Oo. So, in a way, no? Pero ginang mga taga-UM yan, daw, consider it. And let's proceed to our subscription guideline, and we hope you will take note of this and listen carefully, since this is one of the most important and crucial part. Dili tanan ang make or break. Kaya dili usually ang common mga inquiries yun. So dapat maminaw ta, no? So this is the yearbook subscription process, and let's hear more about the guidelines and policies from our very own editor-in-chief of Vinta 2022, Minar Gonzalez.
Okay, so once again, good afternoon to everyone who's watching this live orientation. Good afternoon. So again, I am Minar Jr. F. Gonzalez, the Editor-in-Chief of Vinta Yearbook 2022. So as I mentioned earlier, I'll be talking about the most important or the crucial part of the Vinta, which is the subscription period. So before we talk about the process, let's know first the policy that you need to remember. So basically, subscription period is an event that takes place every the end of semester, in which it allows graduates or the candidates for graduation to have the opportunity to be included sa Vinta Yearbook. So, ang theme for every year is to change depending on saang ma-complement na to sa whole academic year. So yes, so let's proceed to the subscription policy. So first is we have graduates of 2021 or summer 2021, first semester of this 2022, and second semester of 2022 are obliged or required to Vinta Yearbook. So if you are a candidate na dihatag ni Rock sa MUA, then you are required na mag-subscribe sa Vinta Yearbook. Second is that, yes, students listed on the Rock list are allowed to subscribe. Only those students lang na dihatag ni Rock sa MUA ang allowed mag-subscribe sa Vinta. Third is we have the yearbook fee, which is 3,000 pesos, which, let's talk about the inclusion sa 3,000. So, the inclusion sa 3,000 na to, it includes your yearbook edition, the hard copy mismo, o the pictorial packages na matake ninyo when you have your pictorial. So aside from that one is that you will be given also a hard copy of your both toga and casual photo. So reminders to everyone is that the soft copies are not included sa 3,000. Hence, if you want to have a soft copies with regard to your photos, please communicate directly during sa inyong pictorial shoot. Next is we have fourth, is we have requirements must be submitted on or before the said deadline. So kami sa Vinta, mag-set niyo og mga deadlines in which kailangan niyo siya mapasa within that time frame. So if ever di niyo mapasa yung mga requirements na ihatag sa inyo then it will have penalties which is amounting to na siya mga fees na penalties. And that is that University Operation Procedure Manual 5.05 stated that the mandatory provision to the Vinta. So again, if you are listed sa ROC or you are candidates for graduation, you must subscribe to Vinta Yearbook. And now let's proceed sa ato ang subscription process. Yes, so basically, this is the overview sa ato ang subscription process, which is first the pre-registration, second is that invitation link, third is you must subscribe, fourth is we have the pictorial session, and that's it, you're done. So let's have a quick closer look at each process. Okay. So before you subscribe to Vinta, you must check or verify your status first. So basically, you must contact ROC or kailangan dapat sa list. So if you can reach out the registrar office with the telephone or the number presented to your screen. So yan. So para ma-check niyo or ma-verify niyo if candidate na mo for this yearbook edition. Yes. The second is we have pre-registration. So the pre-registration, mo na siya tong step para what you call this one? Para ma-comic data sa inyo. So first, you must visit the Vinta Yearbook na mong website page.com, yes, vintayearbook.com, and click the pre-register na nasa header na part. So once you click that one, it will redirect you to the pre-registration form. So basically, that in a part, is i-click lang niyo ni mga next lang since mo na siya mga policies ay mga guidelines sa to overview sa subscription or sa pre-registration. So it is a must for you to read these guidelines kay para makabaluta sa mga step-by-step process o ma-aware po taon sa ang next niyo buhatan. So it is being indicated there na. So you need na lang to read those materials na gi-provide na mas inyo. So next is we have the pre-registration proper. So after na mag-next mo atong mga guidelines, it will redirect you to the pre-registration form. So the na part is that kailangan inyong ID number. So na instances na if wala mo sa list, na mo pop up, which is this one. Yes. So once you enter your ID number, then ang pop up is that you're not yet on the tentative list of graduates. It means that wala pa mo na-endorse ni ROC sa among office. So basically, ang really real time among data sa ROC of data naman sa Vinta. So there are instances na yes, you are candidates for graduation sa ROC, however, wala pa ka na-endorse ni ROC sa MOA. So you must or you need to communicate sa ROC office about your status kay para ma-endorse siya sa MOA. So napoy once you have, if na naka sa list, once you have entered your ID number, mo pop up in yung details or data, bio data niyo, which is your name, your full name. So please check your data if tama ba siya. So if once na like something na mali, directly communicate or message us sa Vinta. So only after that one is that you need to fill it out, the data needed there. So you have the college, we have your degree, and also the rin part is that enter your Mindanao email. So I advise to everyone that to use their Mindanao email. However, if di na available in yung Mindanao, just use your personal email as long as na-active yung email ibutan dara. So again, ang email is that nag-play na siya important part sa ato ang subscription process.
So you must enter your email address na active pa. Next is we have there your contact number, and as you see there is your thesis title sa inyong undergraduate or postgraduate diploma. So sa atong yearbook is that we don't have this quote or kanang saying or motto nyo, di na to siya ibutang sa yearbook. So instead of that one, we will be putting your thesis title ninyo. So it is a must for you to put your thesis title there. It's because mablanko siya if di na siya fill out. And of course, for the technical schools, the mga graduates, if wala mo thesis or wala mo thesis, so just put NE lang there. And the last one is we have the releasing of solicitation. Actually, the rin po ng part is mag-book po appointment if for those students na magkuha solicitation form. So later on, one of the staff will be talking about this process, but dari mo mag-book sa inyong appointment for the solicitation date ninyo. So nadara tanan ang mga terms and conditions also, and sa mga students po na dili magkuha og solicitation form, please click lang ninyo tong NA dara kay para to indicate na you didn't have or dili mo magkuha og solicitation form. Then don't forget to click this terms and conditions para sa solicitation forms, whether you magkuha mo or dili, just i-check lang na ninyo. And then mag-next na siya. Then after this one is the terms and condition policy, data privacy, and then they are done for the pre-registration. So after the pre-registration is we have the subscription invitation link. So unsa man ni siya? So basically, Vinta will manually send the subscription invitation link for you to continue your subscription process. So darito na play itong important part sa inyong email. It's because kung unsa to email na gibutang ninyo sa pre-registration is that dito pod ma-send ang inyong subscription inyong invitation link. So please do check sa inyong mga email or double check inyong mga email if tama ba siya. Okay? So expect delivery sa to ang invitation link within 24 hours during business hours lang. And then once you receive it, click lang ninyo ng complete registration kay para ma-forward mo sa ato ang system. So if there's instances na wala ninyo na-receive in your invitation link, just message us lang sa ang Facebook page and also sa Vinta Yearbook na mo na Gmail. Okay? So after the invitation link is mag-subscribe. So remember atong complete registration form na nakita ninyo sa invitation link, i-click to ninyo and then it will redirect you sa mga Vinta system. Again, i-fill out na po ninyo ang mga data dara. So basically, don't just want to say this one is because kanitong mostly ang nag-create of conflict sa student and some organization is that students must not share the invitation link to other students. So example, sabay mo si mong friend nag pre-register and then nauna ka nakadawat og subscription link and then dili to nimo pwede i-send sa imong friend. So you must wait na makatagan mo subscription link. It's because inyong subscription link is that naka-anchor siya sa inyong data na gisubmit sa mga. So again, do not share your subscription link to other students or even your friends. So if unta na ang subscription link na gihatag sa imo, that is para lang yun na sa imo. Okay? So after that, is that makita mong account ninyo sa Vinta system for you para makita ninyo or kung asa mo mag-select og Pictorial schedule. So nana po dara ang inyong ID number, inyong mag-create og password, i-retype niyo yung password, tapos inyong address, inyong birthday, inyong contact number, inyong college again, inyong program or course, and then your thesis title again, and your student organization po sa here sa UN. So ang student organization lang din nagibutang na mo dira, it's the current na accredited karon na school year. Okay? Next is we have, so after you have subscribed, it will redirect you sa mo ang official na login page sa Vinta system. So there you will enter your email address as well as your password na gibuhat ninyo during the subscription. So after that, is this. So this is mo na siya ang atong Vinta system. So as you can see there, it is your progress indicator kung asa na mo process na human inyong solicitation if nagkuha mo solicitation, and also sa student panel is nadara to yes your pictorial scheduler, your progress, your progress, your payable account, and benefactor solicitation and sign out. So all you need to do is that to navigate all the things that is tanan ang nadara is very crucial, is very important para sa tanan-tanan nato sa subscription part. Next is yes. So to book your pictorials, so all you need to do is add to sa yung panelist, student panel, and then click the scheduler and magpangitaan nyo ang month of July, since July po mag-start ang ating pictorial. So dera is makita ninyo ang mga date and time available sa ang pictorial. So there. So pictorial scheduler under mag-start siya this July 25, mag-start siya og 9 a.m. sa morning to 12 noon, that is for the morning batch, and mag-resume siya 1 p.m. sa afternoon until 4 p.m. Yeah. So that is Monday to Saturday. So wala mi naga-cater og pictorials during Sunday. And also for those students po na naga-talk about, I cannot say na nganong kanilang dates, we advise you if unsa to na date na take it dayon, schedule layon mo, it's because ang dates nato for pictorial is dili siya sabay-sabay. So once you have logged in na sa inyong system, immediately I advise everyone to immediately book their pictorial para di na ta mahoton og slots. Again, the pictorial scheduler or your pictorial slots is first come first serve basis po. So dahil lang number of students indicated for that time and for that day. So next, so yon. So basically that is a subscription process. So again, first check and verify if naba mo sa list, then mag-register, then wait for the invitation link, and then you subscribe. After you subscribe, then you have your pictorial session, and that is done for this subscription process. So also visit the vintayearbook.com/betteruse. There are mga guidelines indicated po na mga guidelines there for your reference pod. And I think that's the subscription process sa ato ang Vinta. And yes, we're done. Thank you.
Subscription is now officially open. So, Wiener, kumusta man itong grade mo? Tahaman kaayo ka?
Hangak siya, partner. So, hopefully, nasabtan dyan sa ato ang students, no? Dito ang mga live audiences na nag-watch lang home. Sa ang ato ang processes sa subscription, kay importante dyan ko itong ipang yaw-yaw, no? So, hopefully, nakasabot dyan. And, of course, partner, officially open na dyan atong yearbook subscription sa yearbook 2022. So, kato nag-chat, nag-message sa mo FB page about subscription, na-answer na dyan yung mga question, and at this moment, finally open na dyan mga ang ato ang subscription.
And be informed that what usually happens is there are occurrences where the website might crash or mag-lag for a bit since there has been a surge of users in the website. Even Netflix experienced that when Stranger Things Season 4 came out. So, usa na lang kahaang sa Vinta nga website. So, you can still refresh the site, and normally, you just have to be patient.
That's true, Lish, no? So, it happens usually, no? It happens every time, too. So, we are asking lang for everyone to be patient, and don't you worry if there's instances na ato ang system or ato ang website is not functioning. You can feel free to contact us to our message mo ang Facebook page, and even though napod may contact number for them para maka-call, no? So
basically tanan ang system na to is working and functioning, but if ever wala siya nag-work sa yung end, then we are asking for we are asking for you to understand na lang pod, no? So there are limits pod sa ato ang system o atong website. So coming up are the yearbook pictorial guidelines, which will be explained to us by our very own associate editor, Alicia Garcia.
All right, let's get right into pictorial guidelines. So, these are your pictorials for two photos of each student. You have toga photo and a casual photo, one for toga and one for casual. So these are the examples for you guys to visualize what you are going to expect when you have your own photo shoot. So um, just a disclaimer, the casual photo shown there is not this year's theme, but just an example. This is from the previous yearbook. So yep, that's for the toga and casual photo. All right. The next is we have here for the students, those who are only allowed to take a photo shoot are the students who are in the tentative list given to us by the records and admissions office. I said by Minard Gonzalez a while ago that the list is not real time. So if you have called RAC, then you have confirmed that you are in the list, but then it doesn't reflect yet in our system or in our website. That's because the RAC haven't send us their updated list yet. So you have to wait for it depends on when RAC will send their updated list. So again, base lang tayo lahat sa list galing sa RAC. And you, the subscriber, should attend to the scheduled pictorial on time for this event, right? So are you guys still there or are you guys still listening? Because this is a very important guidelines in order for your pictorial to go smoothly, okay? So Vinta, on the other hand, will not include photos that the photo studio itself did not take. So we are very strict on this since you are paying the Midtown Photography Studio. So dapat sa ilaha lang bibigyan ka ng mga pictures. And if you guys have reviewed your student manual and checked that Vinta yearbook, subscribing to a yearbook is a prerequisite, so you have no choice. Yes, that's literally you have no choice. And failure to have your photo, that is, of course, you have incomplete details. You don't have any picture in your yearbook copy. And so this is the location for your photography studio. We have here the address. So you can take a screenshot of this. So if you are questioning where is this is located like likod sa Ateneo nga dako dapit sa Rojas Night Market. And you can ask the locals there if you still don't know where it is located. So you can ask them and ask them. Yeah. So that's Midtown Photography Studio. Next is we have here the slots for your in-studio photo shoots. It will be posted in the online. It will be posted in the Vinta system after you have completed your online subscription process. So you have to accomplish first the subscription process, then you can get your pictorial schedule. Because yeah, we also have inquiries like this, like when can I take my photo shoot schedule or pictorial schedule? I want to take my pictorial schedule now. Yep, they are not listening in our orientation, so you have to the steps, right? So you can have your freedom choosing what date and what time for your pictorial schedule, and that begins at 9 a.m. and it will close at 4 p.m. and there will only be 6 students accommodated per hour, and that's from Monday to Saturday. Walang Sunday po sa Midtown Photography Studio. That's only Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And paunahan lang tayo ng schedule. So we also advise that you get the earliest schedule as much as possible because we don't know there might be unprecedented events that might halt this pictorial schedule, or like COVID-19 cases, or any like events that might, take a pause of this entire process. So at least meron ka ng picture, diba? So the earlier, the better. And then we have here the photo shoot etiquette. So you you must have your photo shoot scheduled first before going to the photography studio. So in here, we highly discourage walk-ins. We even have talked with the Midtown Photography Studio with this, so we said that they will not be catering walk-ins. Yes. So alam na nila that they will not be entertaining walk-ins. And of course, you must bring face mask, school ID, ball pen, alcohol or sanitizer, and keep on practicing good hygiene. So you must frequently apply alcohol or sanitize your hands, and do not push through if you feel sick or exposed to a possible or confirmed COVID-19 positive case within 14 days before your slot. We're not done yet. We have here, you must limit unnecessary talking and chatting, especially if you see your friends in the venue. So you can continue chatting when you eat out, or like maghang out kayo sa labas, no? So you can do that. But in the photography studio, limit unnecessary talking. Do not loiter. Practice social distancing, which we have been doing this for the past 2 to 3 years. So we're very familiar with this. And then inform us, the Vinta yearbook, immediately if symptoms manifest after your photo shoot. Ayan. And then these are the prohibitions, or we highly discourage this stuff in the following slides. So companions and pets are strictly not allowed, but we still get this kind of questions even after the orientation. So those are the people that wala nagtanaw sa orientation, wala nanina, wala nagbasa sa mga di pang post na mga guidelines o ano. So mailahan namo to mga wala nagbasa jud. Oo, kay manguta na ani kay pwede mo magdala og ako iro. Oo. So again, companions and pets are strictly not allowed. And then you cannot bring a personal makeup artist inside the studio. So you have your hair and makeup, especially for the girls though. You have to, you must already be prepared, like your hair and makeup and everything, when you arrive at the venue or at the photography studio. So dapat slay na kadaan pag abot nimo sa Midtown Photography Studio. Yan. So next is that we also discourage you guys from bringing any unnecessary items. So as expected, the only thing that you're going to bring is your casual photo attire, right? So that's it. So limit any unnecessary items, because the Vinta yearbook and the Midtown Photography Studio will not be liable for the loss or breakage of any item left in the waiting area, because the waiting area is located outside the photography studio. So it is in the public eye. So anyone can actually pass through, or, basig na yung magpakuti-cutie na kawatan or anything. So just be careful, okay? Next is we have here the food and beverages will not be allowed inside the studio. The only thing that is allowed is water. Okay, that's the only thing. You can have your lunch if, or mag-eat out kayo sa friends mo. You can do that in restaurants or anywhere, but not inside the studio. So you can only bring water. Again, next is that students are not allowed to do retakes. So what we also advise here is that when you are currently taking your picture, you can ask the photographer like, "Hey sir, can I check what I look like in the picture?" Oo, para ma-check nimo if it is according to your preference, if na-slay na ba nimo imong gusto na ma-slay, na like nawong, oo, na smile, oo. So kana pwede na nimo siya buhaton. But we highly discourage for you guys to do retakes. Next is you are not allowed to reschedule your chosen time slot. We also highly discourage this, because para di pud kay tawag kagubot no kanang these time slots are given, nanay nakakuha ani, what if kung gusto ka mag-reschedule from time to time, wala na para sa lain students nga wala pa jud nakakuha schedule. So you can ask for a reschedule if valid imong reason, and you will be addressing that to the Vinta 2022 editor in chief with the details, the valid reason, and supporting documents that you cannot come to your chosen time slot because something happened. I'm going to do this at the it's coming Saturday. I will be doing this and that. If that is valid, then you can reschedule, but it is not for everyone. Okay. So next is the Toga photo guidelines. So before, okay, just a little recap for the general photo guidelines. We talked about that you're going to take two photos. You're going to take Toga photo and casual photo, which is the creative one. And then your photography studio is Midtown Photography Studio from 9 a.m. 4 p.m. only, Mondays to Saturdays. And then walk-ins will not be entertained. Please keep in mind the photo shoot etiquette. Please lang po. And then the other stuff, the other details that we have discussed in the general photo guidelines is available in the vintayearbook.com website. Now we're going to talk about the Toga photo guidelines. Okay, here is an example for the male. So you must wear a white long sleeve with a collar and a black collared tie. So that's like the main thing. Naka-highlight yun na siya yellow, no? So for the man, take a screenshot. Okay, so you must have a haircut, clean cut, and if you have a long hair, you can do a ponytail. Then no hair colors, no wearing of contact lenses, no makeup, and no mustache exception for the Islam. Next, let's go to the female. Females are encouraged to wear a tube top or a blouse with a lower neckline, preferably a V-neck. As you can see from the example there, she looks clean because there's no excess clothing and then just like the toga lang dun. So yeah, wear a V-neck or a tube top and use light makeup only, like a liquid foundation or just lipstick. But there are actually makeup artists right now today available that can actually do and slay the perfect graduation makeup. They actually know that. So no wear of contact lenses, no hair colors like mine. So bawal ni. I'm the example of bawal. And then no dangling earrings and necklace. Right. Next is this is for both the male and the female. Facial expression must be worn with a natural expression lang. Just a smile, natural. Wala yung parang or like parang mawala yung eyes or like anything na ma-disrupt yung natural face mo. So everything must be natural. And then props are prohibited since this is a toga photo. And then no hands must be visible shot, meaning that no hand gestures are not allowed, like peace sign, heart, gyaro, or whatever that might be. Please be reminded that this is a toga photo. Okay. Next is that in terms of angling your body, you must be facing the front. As you can see from the examples in the previous slides, they were actually like doing like facing front, walang 90-degree or whatever that angling of your body, is not allowed. So dapat facing the light makeup may be worn provided that it does not heavily alter your natural look. So everything must be kept modest. So that's just like the common ground or generally the concept of toga photo. Everything must be kept modest, light, clean, and formal. Yeah, that's for the toga photo guidelines. Okay. And then for males, all kinds of body piercing are not allowed. On the other hand, all types of body piercing except earrings limited to one pair only. That's for the female. So for the female, dapat one pair ang inyong earrings. And then prescription glasses are optional. But please ensure that no glare is visible in the photo, since the goal here is for for your face to be identified that it is you. So sayang naman kung hindi makita yung natural sparkling eyes mo if there is a glare from the glasses. So just be careful on that. And then the toga shots must show the university's official seal. So this is actually mostly for the girls. Like if you put your hair on up front, so we also advise that you put your hair like on the side, because the official seal is situated on the upper middle of the chest. So you have to be reminded about that. So you don't have you need to cover the center part or the upper middle of your chest, right? Next is we have here. You must ensure that the color of the hood in your toga matches the assigned color to your academic college department. Like for example, si case is green. Yan. So sige be, mag-comment daw mo sa comment section with, for example, case green kung unsabi. Tapos i-show sa amuhang technical director kung unsa yung gipang comment, i-check namo kung hisay nagkamali kay sumbong char lang. But yes, that's in order for you to know unsa jud ang imuhang, because this colors represents your academic college or department. Okay, so the photography studio will not provide toga for the professional school graduates. So that means sa mga undergraduates, provided na ni photography studio ang inyong toga. So you don't have to worry about that. For the professional school graduates, you have to inquire at your dean's office as to what toga to use. Okay, so that's just it. And these are the colors for the accounting education, for the architecture, arts and sciences. Yan. And I'm pretty sure that you are very familiar with this. Business administration, computing education, the criminal justice, the engineering, sa mga intrams, sabi lang mga mag-represent the colors sa hospitality education, health sciences education, teacher education. Ayan. So that's it for the toga photo guidelines. So really hope that you have kept in mind those reminders. No? And let's move on to the casual photo guidelines. So this is the second photo that you're going to take. Diba? So we encourage, green yun siya, encourage, which is the go sign, for the students to wear casual attire that captures your personality, given that it must follow the yearbook theme. So in the next slides that you're going to expect, we'll be showing examples of the allowed like style or attire that you are allowed to wear. Okay, but you can like be creative. Okay, so here it is the outfit check for men and outfit check for women. So since this is better, we want colors to pop, pop, pop. Yes. Nahulog ako earphones. Don't worry, guys. It's all right. So here, this on the left side is for the men, and on the right side is for the women. So very stylish it is, guys. I search lang yun siya sa Pinterest. This is actually, you can actually find it more on Pinterest. Yes. Yan, diba? Very stylish. And you can ask your stylish friends, for help. If guys help me, I can't do this alone. Diba? Because hindi naman tayo lahat stylish, right? So here, attires for casual shot must comply with the university's dress code, because in our experience sa mga nakita na mga pictures, na iba na maka-question ni gamay nga, murag dili man sila familiar sa dress code sa UM, kay na iba it's too revealing, ayan, no? So everything nag-base lang ni sa pod sa dress code na gihatag ni UM. So then the yearbook has the right to decline or refuse any photos that may be potentially prejudicial to the interest and image of the picture of the organization and of the university at large. So keep in mind, you just have to comply with the university's dress code, okay? Right, so You may use accessories. This is for the casual photo. Or any secondary items that add or complete the main object of your style. Because of course, diba, as we all know, most people complete their look with certain accessories or secondary items. So you can have that, but not too big or not too extravagant. All right. So here we have here another prohibitions. Bawal lasad. Oo, bawal lasad. So no cosplay attires or extravagant costumes, big gowns and other similar attires. Okay, so I do remember a picture just this year's theme pod. The person really wore, a gown. And then from our theme, hindi siya masyadong connected, no? But she have worn the prohibition, the one that we highly discourage. Oo. Mm, Ano to siya? Hindi ko andun siya. Nilabag jud siya sa batas. And then we also discourage the use of huge props. Hence, may not be selected to be used for the yearbook. So, masayang yung naghihapon kung di siya mabutang sa yearbook. Ayan. So, you're also not allowed to use chairs during the photo shoot. So, from the casual photo example, kagaina is, di ba, nagtindog lang sila? Yes, magtindog na po mo. And you just have to shoot your shot na mag-posing o pinabongga. Oo. Ano lang siya. Next is that, only one outfit is allowed. So meaning no, dili ni siya Vogue cover or Elle magazine campaign or whatever that is. This is a yearbook. You are only allowed to do one casual photo. So one outfit is allowed. Okay. And then the following are also the prohibitions na when we say prohibitions dapat yun ninyo buhatan pero nagi-uban yun na mag-inquire gihapon. Pwede ba ni? Nadyo uban. But here we have angles and poses that do not entirely reveal. So, dapat ma-reveal di ay inyong mga face, mga langga. No? The portrayal of fictitious characters, body piercing for male and for female limited to one pair only. Ayan. Okay. And then next is any lewd, indecent, and violent poses, shots where the split is lying on the floor, and then the t-shirt or any jacket or any clothing that contains offensive language or statements is not allowed, And then sleeveless tops for male and female. That's both, right? And then crop tops, spaghetti, tank tops, tube tops, of course. That's for these prohibitions are again based on the UN dress code. So I would like to emphasize this. Shirts, dresses, or any above the knee are not allowed. But naadji mo supak. But companions and pets also are discouraged for the casual photo. Yeah, that's for both casual and toga photo, bawal ang companions and pets. Note, photography studio will not do any recall photo manipulation. For example, we have changing of hair color. For example, ako karon graduating ko, graduating na jud pud ko, but dili pa. So ako karon balik graduating ko, and then ingani ako hair color na ako gusto i-change. So what I will be planning is that ipa-edit ako into black. So no, dili mo dawat ang photography studio, any recoloring, and even removal of facial hair. Diba, gainas for the male, dapat clean cut, no mustache, exception for the Islam, no, and other stuff, and other recoloring or photo manipulation that you want your picture to be, that's not allowed. Alright? Next is that you, the subscriber, are urged to follow the above mentioned pictorial guidelines imposed by Vinta, because those who do not follow these policies and guidelines, particularly the process code, will not be included in the 2022 yearbook edition. So we have actually the right to not dili apilon ang imong picture sa final yearbook copy. Di ba sana? ano siya. So, that's actually it for the pictorial guidelines for the toga and the casual photo. Hope you guys have been very attentive until the end, and goodbye.
Gentlemen, there you have it. So, kamusta bes?
Oo, taas
Taas-taas
siya,
jud siya, no?
Pero
So,
may gani, we're very glad that we can see that they are actually listening, because when we
Yes.
say like comment tayo sila, di ba? That's a sign.
yes, so hopefully sad no kay naka-take note mo ato sa mga guidelines na di pangyayon sa kong partner dali So, hopefully nakasubaybay mo ato sa tanan pictorial guidelines. Pero if wala mo nakasubaybay, don't you worry because those guidelines are available sa ato ang website and we will also post those materials sa ato ang Facebook page. So,
Yeah.
so dili mo worry kung wala nakasabot sa
Yeah,
wala nakasabot
sa
sa guidelines.
guidelines.
Kaya we will be providing those guidelines sa ato ang mga page.
Aha!
So mag-provide ta og mga materials sa basahon nila partner, no? So what you need to do na lang is read and check those materials na lang para sa inyong guidelines. So disclaimer lang Laish, no, kay there is a need for us or the willingness and endurance to finish reading those guidelines, no? So para makasabot yun tao, para ma-minimize nato ang mga violations nila. Kay if ever
Correct.
ma-violate sila kay di man to sila appeal sa ilang pictures sa yearbook.
Yes, sayang po, no? Again, may I repeat, available sa website, i-post sa Facebook page, even we have Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at Vinta Yearbook. And we are also live right now sa UM official YouTube channel. And currently, we have a total of 332 viewers combined sa YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. So magbasa sa lahat ng mga comments unsa na, kumusta na sila karon sa atohang comment section.
Okay.
By Chan Calano?
Yes, blue, no? So it means taga CTE jud ni sila. So very ka-participant kaya to mga taga CTE, no? So congratulations in advance. Kaya mo graduate na jud mo.
Correct. May green by
Nasa tay
Shelby
green.
Barrera.
Green is case. Nata yellow.
Yellow is
CTE or CBE?
golden yellow man. Golden yellow.
Yes, alam mo nang sa art partner.
Yes.
So, yes, CTE, hello there. Yes, blue for CTE Gold.
Grabe ang CTE, no? Na-saturate jud nila ang atong live audience karon. Very kudos sa mga taga CTE kinaa dili maminaw. For sure mo ni sila ang mga dili kaayo mag-question, mag-inquiry kay perfect with confidence sa Minaw Joy.
Yes, and also don't forget also to share this link para pang sa mga kauban niyo na batch na mag-graduate karon kay makabalutad sila about the guidelines. So share this live stream sa ato ang orientation.
Ana si Jimboy Fernandez. Excited ako sa akong style sa casual photo. Sana nindot ako ang pag-smile sa grad photo.
Yes.
Excited much.
So don't you worry, no, kay before you leave the studio, no, kay papilion mong photo. So if ever di po mo confident ato yung photo, please do ka ng ask the photographer na mag-retake. Pero during lang sa imong time frame na
Correct.
schedule.
That's what I agree. And I have explained a while ago
Yes.
na i-ensure yun nga perfect na dyan na yung photo. So, pag current ni mo nga schedule, i-check dayon, excuse me, can I check my photo? Dapat i-ato dyan,
So
diba?
dapat satisfied dito na, no? Kay,
Dapat satisfied.
ang nato ang yearbook kay ano ba ni siya official or ano ni siya?
Yes. Forever.
Forever jud di
Siya.
makita yung batch hala unsa man akong face. So dapat bongga to ang smile sa to ang yearbook.
And last comment, let's see. Oh, orange.
Orange.
We have orange.
Engineering student. Hello there.
Represent engineering.
Do again.
Okay. So, okay, that's it for the comments at the moment. Next up are the yearbook solicitation guidelines and yearbook payments. So, sit back, relax, and stay still mga ga. Just a reminder na naghanay pa mga guidelines and even reminders in the next few minutes. After the short break.
Okay ang audio.
Mama told me not to waste my life. She said, spread your wings, my little butterfly. No matter what they say, keep you up at night. And if they give you shh, then they can walk on by. My feet can't touch the ground, and I can't hear a sound. But you just keep on running up your mouth. Yeah, walk on over there, 'cause I'm too fly to care. Oh yeah, your words don't mean a thing. I'm not listening. Keep talking, all I know is Mama told me not to waste my life. She said, spread your wings, my little butterfly. Don't let what they say keep you up at night. And they can entertain you, 'cause wings are made to fly. And we don't let nobody bring us down. No matter what they say, it won't hurt me. No matter if I fall from the sky, 'cause wings are made to fly.
Firing up on the runway, you know we're gonna get there someday. We don't need no ready, steady, go, no. Doctors into air, 'cause I don't even care. Oh yeah.
Your words don't mean a thing. I'm not listening. Keep talking. All I know is Mama told me not to waste my life. She said, spread your wings, my little butterfly. Don't let what they say keep you up at night. And they can entertain you, 'cause wings are made to fly. And we don't let nobody bring us down. No matter what you say, it won't hurt me. No matter if I fall from the sky, 'cause wings are made to fly. Say that, I don't need no one. Say that, you better keep on walking. I don't wanna hear you talking, boy. You better keep on walking. I don't wanna hear you talking. Words don't mean a thing. I'm not listening. Keep talking. All I know is Mama told me not to waste my life. She said, spread your wings, my little butterfly. Don't let what they say keep you up at night. And they can entertain you, 'cause wings are made to fly. And we don't let nobody bring us down. No matter what you say, it won't hurt me. No matter if I fall from the sky, 'cause wings are made to fly. And we don't let nobody bring us down. No matter what they say, it won't hurt me. No matter if I fall from the sky, 'cause wings are made to fly.
沖縄島から来日した合唱団の皆さんは歌と息の合ったダンスパフォーマンスを披露しました。
Wala, mali ang ano.
And we are back. So yun, the best jud kay ang UM Coral, no? So thank you for that song. that is titled Wings, if I'm not mistaken.
Wings by
So,
Little Mix.
yeah, so thank you kayo, UM Carol. So moving on, this time, we will hear more about the yearbook solicitation and yearbook payment. So daghan sa dangutana is unsaon pag-solicit sa atong yearbook. So today, let us give our simple and lovely managing editor, Mary Grace Inayawan, the floor to explain the yearbook solicitation.
So thanks, Min. And for now, I will be talking about the yearbook solicitation. So isa sa ato ang i-remember kay solicitation forms are not mandatory. Pasabutan na, natay other way na mag-pay sa yearbook fee, which is the personal payment, makita niyo sa screen karon, and the solicitation forms. So kung ipilion ninyo ang personal payment, mao lang gihapon sa kung paunsa ta magbayad og tuition, diretso lang sa cashier, then yearbook fee na bayro nun. And then if pilion ninyo na magkuha og solicitation forms, these are the things that you should know or kailangan nato himuon. So if pilion ni students na magkuha og solicitation forms, si Vinta kay maghatag siya og 10 solicitation forms. No more, no less. 10 yun nakabuk ang among hatag sa inyo ha. Pasabutan na, 10 pud kabuok among i-expect na ibalik ninyo. So makita sa screen ang example sa ato ang solicitation form. Then nakakategorize dara based sa amount na ihatag ni sponsor. So if ang amount na inyong na-receive is less than 300 pesos, pasabutan na mabalong si sponsor or si solicitor sa patron. And if equal or more than 350 pesos ang iyang gihatag, so dito na siya mabalong sa benefactor. And then for the releasing of forms, you should set an appointment to the Vinta website to claim your solicitation forms upon pre-registration. Diba? Pag ato ninyo sa pre-registration na form, sa last part ato, naani nakabutang kaning releasing of solicitation date. Pag click ninyo na drop down, daraan ninyo makita ang available dates kung kanus-an ninyo pwede makuha ang solicitation forms. And then also kaning solicitation forms, terms and policies, mao na siya ang mga reminders na mga kailangan po ninyo na i-consider kung magkuha mo og solicitation forms. Checkbox na siya. I-check ninyo na siya para maka-proceed mo sa another na steps. So, ang schedule sa atong releasing sa solicitation forms is on July 25 to July 29, 2022, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So, makuha ninyo ning mga forms diri sa Vinta office, Gymnasium, Matina Campus. So, tanan naman yun, nakasulod na sa Matina Campus, diba? So, kabalo na po tatanan po sa ang gym. Sa side sa kilid dito ninyo makita ang Vinta office. Naman po'y label nga nakabuta ang Vinta office, makaro lang na ninyo. And then, upon entry, sa campus pa lang mismo, please use the UM Matina Gravahan Gate upon entry. Students must only enter the school premises during their respective dates. So kung sa inyo gipili na date dito upon registration, katupod mo na date, mukuha sa solicitation form o musulod sa campus. And you should present your ID and vaccination card sa guard. And then number 2, only those students who have set their schedule are allowed to enter the campus. So kung kinsa lang tong nag-set, means sila lang po na ang solicitation forms. So sila lang jud ang musulod sa campus. And then, please follow the markings. Do not take off your mask. Sa pagsulod na to sa campus naman ay mga markings, follow lang ka para dito makasapan. And then, directly proceed to the Vinta office located beside the UM Gymnasium. Tumotok din niya. And then, for the returning of forms, all solicitation forms must be submitted, used or unused on the said deadline. Diba, na ko ganiha, si Vinta maghatag og 10 solicitation forms. Pasabot na 10 po ang ibalik niyo sa mua. Bisag nagamit or wala, empty or naa. So, kani ang steps on how to return the solicitation forms. First is to scan and save it as PDF. Take a photo or scan of each of the solicitation forms and place it in a document file and save it as PDF. So, makabalo mi kung naay nawala or wala since makita mo po na ninyo pag nakuha na ninyo ang forms, na siya control number. So, 10 nakabuok, makita na ninyo sa number. And then kato, picturean ninyo isa-isa, pero i-compile ninyo into one PDF form. And then number 2, upload. Upload the PDF containing your 10 solicitation forms in your Google Drive. Inig na-compile na ninyo siya into one PDF, i-upload ninyo sa inyong Google Drive, and then submit ninyo tong link at to na file sa AMUA. So copy the Google Drive link, log into your Vinta Yearbook subscription account, go to the benefactor or patron section, and paste the Google Drive link on the input and submit. So kato, note, don't forget to change the accessibility of the folder to anyone with the link para ma-access na mo siya anytime. Kay basig kuan pa ninyo, restrict pa ninyo niya. Di na ninyo mabantayan nga deadline na. So mo-consider na to siya as DOS na tanan kung dili yun na mo siya ma-check on or before the deadline. And then number 4, encode the advertiser's name. The number of advertisers that can be listed will depend on the amount and number of solicitation forms used. So type the name of the benefactor or patron and the control number. Vinta holds no responsibility for misspelled name. So pag submit ninyo sa inyong form sa MUA, i-input po mo dito pila inyong benefactor, pila inyong patron. Then kana na time i-input ninyo ang names na sa inyong mga sponsor. And again, Vinta holds no responsibility for misspelled name. Kay kamo man mismo nag-inputa na. Then returning of forms is ang deadline for the returning of solicitation forms is on or before August 20. Again, ang releasing sa forms kay July 25 to July 29. And then ang returning is on or before August 20. So tas-tas katag panahon. Pero di lang gino to kalimtan ang deadline kay very strict sa deadline na August 20 gid siya. And then again, all solicitation forms used or unused must be submitted before the said deadline. And for the solicitation guidelines and policies, first is obliged to pay the replacement fee in the event of loss or damage to solicitation forms. So again, control number ang forms, mawala, madaot, kailangan bayaran ni student. And then submit accurate and reliable information of the advertisers. Again, kamo mag-input sa names nila. So, mao lang po na amo ang ibutang jud sa yearbook. And then, add 60% of the excess amount accumulated to the total yearbook payable. So, kani siya is applicable lang ni if ever ang inyong na-solicit na amount is naglampas or nag-excess siya sa inyong yearbook fee, ang 60% ana kay ma-add siya sa total assessment ninyo sa yearbook na payment or na fee, sa yearbook na fee. So, kato. And ang 60% sa inyong excess, mauto siya ang ma-add sa total assessment. And then ang 40% sa inyong excess amount kay mabalik sa inyo ha. So, reminders again to submit the requirements on or before the deadline. And then for the lost solicitation, when the subscriber fails to submit the solicitation form links before the said deadline, daraan na nato ma-consider na lost ang solicitation. If ever pod makasubmit lagi mo, wala pa'y deadline or deadline na, makasubmit mo forms, pero kung kulang ganin na siya, consider gihapon tong lost ang kulang. So penalty gihapon to siya. And so that's it for the yearbook solicitation.
Guidelines for the yearbook solicitation. So yun na dyan lang. So nakasulat dyan sila atong mga guidelines, no? So don't forget dyan to submit all the solicitation forms whether gigamit nila or wala.
Yes. So salamat sa atong Sunchai, sa Vinta for explaining that substantially. And importante jud baya ang solicitation sa yearbook. So amo dyan i-repeat, bahalag na gamit or wala na gamit, iuli kay kung makita na mo nga ang 10, 5 na lang ang napuli, 5 penalty. That is 500 pesos.
Yes.
Yes. So dili pa mandatory po ang solicitation, no? So personal choice ni siya. So ang solicitation para lang ni makatabang sa pambayad. So dili ni siya mandatory. Okay, mga personal choice na lang.
Yes, personal choice. So ayaw di kalimta mo submit dito ang solicitation forms whether or whether nagamit ba ninyo or wala.
Yes, for the third time. And time check, it is currently 3:41 p.m. 3:42 p.m. bago lang siya nag-change in the afternoon. And let us now proceed to the yearbook payment and cancellation guidelines. Let's hear it from our very own Mary Jones Mirano, Circulation Manager.
Thank you, Miss Elisha. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Marian Iverano from the College of Accounting Education, and I will be discussing about the yearbook payment. 3,000 pesos yearbook fee is for both undergraduates and postgraduates. So, the yearbook fee is 3,000 pesos, and it was mentioned earlier nga ang yearbook fee, it is one of your graduation requisites. So you are required or obliged to comply with this requirement. But don't worry, because you have two options in paying the said amount. One is by personal payment, kanang bayadan na ninyo gusto, dili na mo need of sponsors, ina mo may sponsors. Another one is by solicitation. So pag pilion ninyo option nga solicitation, mag-solicit mo, you'll be given 10 solicitation forms. And the 60% of the solicited amount that exceeded 3,000 pesos will be added to the total amount to be paid. So if in case the total amount accumulated from solicitations exceed the 3,000 target, 60% of the excess will be added to the total amount to be paid. For example, ang inyong nasolicit kay 3,500. So naay excess nga 500 since 3,000 raman ang yearbook fee. So kanang 500 nga excess, mao na ang kuan of 60%. So 500 times 60% is equal to 300 pesos. So the total amount to be paid kay 3,300. Lost and unreturned solicitation forms. Lost and unreturned solicitation forms will be charged 100 pesos each. So in case of lost and unreturned solicitation forms, each form has a corresponding penalty of 100 pesos. So dili siya dapat ninyo walaon o kailangan ninyo mabalik ang forms na kumpleto para dili mo magka-penalty. For example, ang nawala or ang wala na balik na forms on or before the deadline kay duha, so ang penalty kay 200 pesos. So ang total amount to be paid na kay 3,200 pesos. So kailangan ninyo timan nga kanang ibalik niyo ang forms on or before the deadline, because failure to submit the forms on or before the deadline shall result to the presumption that all forms are lost. So considered as lost siya tanan. So sayang ang 1,000 kay since 100 man each. So considered as lost man tanan. So 100 times 10, 1,000. So ang mabayad ninyo ana kay 4,000 na. So much better gyud inyo gyud ikip og tarong og dili walaon o ibalik on or before the due date. At payable account section, all yearbook penalties such as back accounts, solicitation penalties, and excess amounts can be viewed. So sa system dito sa payable account section, makita niyo tigto tanan inyong bayad doon, such as back accounts, mga penalties sa solicitation, if ever na aman, mga katong sa 60% kung may exist sa inyong kuan kanang total amount nga gi-solicit. Payments must be made at the university cashier or through any payment center, fund transfer, or bank. So, kung giunsa niyo pagbayad in tuition, same lang po sa yearbook fee. Pwede mo sa cashier or pwede po sa mga payment center, fund transfer, or bank. Okay, let's proceed to the yearbook cancellation. Cancellation or withdrawal of yearbook subscriptions shall be only allowed in the following cases. First, siblings are both graduates of the current school year. In case, only one subscription shall be retained. So, if naamoy igsuon nga mo graduate po sa school year nga inyong gi-graduatean, pwede ra isa inyong i-kuhaon nga yearbook, pwede ra isa ra ka yearbook inyong i-subscribe. So, magsabot ra mo kang kinsa account, i-cancel ang yearbook fee para isa ra ang inyong bayadan. For example, no, nakaigsoon nga ning graduate sa first sem, tapos first sem school year 2021 to 2022, tapos ikaw po din graduate kag second sem school year 2021-2022, pwede ra isa inyong kuhaon basta kay same school year. Second, that of the subscriber. So, kabalo naman dito, no, basta may ani na mga pakitabo, makancel din siya o ma-withdraw ang mga subscriptions and all. So that's all. Thank you.
So, ayan no. So, klaro na kaayo ato ang yearbook payment of cancellation. So, daghan po tag natunan kayo na din, di ba, Laish?
Yes. Pati ako, na ako na-learn po. You can graduate.
O, di ba? Advance na kayo pag-learning mo para ka-graduate na natin na-learn. So, check dito sa atong comments ka dali na, babe. Kamusta na ba sila? So, comment daw mo heart, babe, or die, or heart sa yung college. If nakakamodera nag-watch sa atong live.
We have 267 from Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. So let's check them out right now. Alright, so nagbasa mi. Mostly it's those are questions. We have seen questions in the comment section, but for sure we will have a Q&A segment later.
Yon, so I see heart green na heart. We also have purple, same sa tong attire karon partner.
Na black. Sige, ang black. Gray, di ba? Or
gray ang kapael.
Yes.
We also have blue. So later on, mga Kai will have our Q&A. So please comment down sa inyong mga questions na wala pa nasabtan sa ato ang yearbook guidelines. So, and later on, ato na siya isa-isahon og answer, di ba, Laish?
Yes. And let's continue. So we have read your comments and we've seen questions that we will later on again later in our Q&A segment. But for now, let us know our responsibilities. Your responsibility once you have subscribed in Vinta Yearbook 2022 by Regine Empleo, our layout artist.
Thank you, Ate Alicia, and good afternoon, everyone. Now, let us now move on to the subscribers' responsibilities. So please take note of the following reminders and proper etiquette you must follow as a subscriber. Let's start. First thing to remember is to ensure that all entries in the Vinta subscription website and information sheet are complete and accurate. Second, you should be aware of the Republic Act number 10173 or the Data Privacy Act of 2012 and hereby give consent to the Vinta staff to include personal information in the yearbook. Third, pay the Vinta 2022 fee amounting to 3,000 pesos inclusive na of the photo package. Next, and an important point to take note, you should attend the scheduled pictorial on time, and in case of pictorial cancellation, the subscriber must notify the Vinta staff 3 days before the pictorial. Next, subscribers must comply with and follow the conditions and guidelines imposed by the Vinta yearbook. Furthermore, the student shall acknowledge that the information and materials provided by the registrar's office of the university may contain inaccuracies or errors over which the Vinta yearbook expressly waives its liability. And for those subscribers na nagkuha ng solicitation forms, please be reminded that you must submit and return the used or unused forms. Lahat ng tanang solicitation forms should be returned, and the solicitations that are not returned and submitted on time will be considered lost na. Also, make sure that the advertiser's information are complete and accurate. And upon claiming the yearbook, the subscriber must get the copy of Vinta 2022 yearbook within 2 years ng pag-release. Otherwise, it will be disposed by the University of Mindanao Alumni Office. And lastly, Subscribers are advised to keep themselves posted of the latest announcement and updates on our official Facebook page and other platforms. Again, that was our subscribers' responsibilities.
Mag-ano to, Day?
Hello!
So yeah, so again, that was our subscribers' responsibility. So hopefully, no, naka-take note of nasabtan sa tanan. Starting sa ato ang last part, ay sa ato ang theme, until sa last part sa ato ang guidelines, which is the subscription policy, responsibility. So
and
yes.
for those of you who missed certain parts of the program, don't you worry, because you will have the opportunity to submit questions by typing it in the comment section, which we have seen from the beginning of this live orientation. And you may send in your questions right now during this break, and we will collect and address them during the Q&A session afterwards.
Yes, if na pa mo yung things na wala pa na klaro sa inyo, so feel free to comment down below and we will answer those questions as much as possible. Sumutubag jud niya ang mga pangutana mas iunsa pa na siya na question.
Na related sa Vinta 2022.
Yes. Reminder to everyone, ang matubag lang dyan is all about sa mga yearbook-related concerns.
Yes, na sa Vinta 2022.
Yes. So coming up is the Q&A portion after this short break.
Yan ako. Okay, ano natin?
Hello! And we are back to our dear graduates. Your questions will now be entertained because we are now at our Q&A segment. For those of you na naapay dili klaro sa ilaha, you can still submit your questions through the comment section. Let's go to our first question. From Hannah Glaze Andres.
Yes, good day po. Concern po is concern regarding if same ba ang yearbook sa mag-igsuon then nakabayad na ang isa sa yearbook fee. So yes, isa lang po sila og yearbook. Possible po na mahitabo natin na-discuss ganina sa ato ang circulation manager na si Jones is that if mag-igsuon mo nakagraduate sa isa ka same school year, pwede rin isa ra mo yearbook. However, ang isa ninyo na isa nimo na igsuon kay magbayad og pictorial packages since ang pictorial packages lang nato it intended for one person lang siya. So magsabot lang mo kung kinsa ang inyong i-cancel na na payment, yearbook payment na subscription. So yes.
So ang i-add lang is katong isa ka igsuon nga magbayad for pictorial. Kay katong again 3,000 katong sa isa na ka igsuon apil naman dito iya pictorial payment. Ang additional lang, isa ka igsuon nga magbayad for pictorial. Okay, balik-balik
Yeah,
na.
so isa ra jud sila og yearbook.
Yes, isa ra mag
That's the
yearbook.
thought.
Next. From Chan Alagon.
Maka-appeal na sa pictorial ang wala
Wala
pa naka-paid sa graduation fee. Yes. So maka-appeal na mo pictorial even though wala pa mo nagka-pay sa inyong graduation fee as long as naa mo sa tentative list na graduates na gihatag ni Rock Samoa.
Yes, sa list lang ta mag-base, guys. Next. From Leonila Balbuena.
Thank you so much, my...
Not a question, but I appreciation para sa tanan. Congratulations sa tanan.
Congratulations.
Okay, let's move to the next. From Young Sidenio. Until when mo magdawat og subscription po? And until when mo mag-cater for pictorials? Kay gaapas patawon ni sa among research.
Yes, no? So, basically, ang UM management is wala pa nag-mention of date if when ang graduation, when ang ato ang baccalaureate, kung sa mga submission for the 2022 na graduation. So, we cannot say pa if when, until when ang pictorial. So, as long as if naan ang schedule, nakaposted na siya, we request everyone na pag-subscribe na mo. And if naan naman sa list, pag-subscribe na mo. Kay anytime by now, o mag-ingin mo yun ang UM about sa submission sa mga credentials nila or mga requirements. So, i-align po na mo ang deadline o ang deadline sa UM.
Oo. And to add lang, no, when mo mag-cater for pictorial, kamo ang magpili inyong own schedule. Basta mag-follow lang mo sa steps sa subscription. So, basing sa uban nga, same ani yung question, pag-replay na lang mo sa discussion for the subscription guidelines and pictorial guidelines.
Yes, and of course, when mag-cater ang pictorial, yes, atong pictorial kay mag-start July 25.
Yes, it is in your screen
yes,
right
makita na
now.
sa screen.
Yes, next question. From Aliyah Bautista. Hi, what if I actually wear prescription contacts na I grado ang eyes for women? Well, we do not restrict for prescription contacts since this is required for you to wear. But what we want to emphasize is that wala dili allowed ang mga kanang dili natural na mga contact lenses. Dapat natural ang color sa mga contact lenses. So, all about natural. Being natural lang din na siya.
Yes, basig mag-red sila na contact lens sa lights. No, bawal jud kay na siya. So, yes, pwede mag contact lens as long as natural ang color sa contact lens.
Skip next. From Ivy Manriquez.
Hello po, need ba mag-full payment muna sa UM before makasubscribe sa Vinta? So, dili siya necessary as long as naamo sa tentative list again, pwede dyan mo makasubscribe sa Vinta. So, naman po na, yes, I've mentioned earlier na po yung mga submission ang UM. So, dito po na tayo align ang deadline ihatag naman sa inyo. If when mo, dapat mo kabayad.
So, technically, pwede naman makasubscribe karon pa lang daan. Bahala, wala ko mo nakabayan. As long as makita ninyo nga, you are on the tentative list. Oo, mura
So
jud
mo tong gi-emphasize na ko gadi na to check and verify if na ba jud mo sa list o sa tentative list para sa graduation.
Yes. That's it. Next. From Jules. Dugay gyud ma-receive ang subscription link?
Yeah, so basically, let's be patient lang kay kami sa Vinta is that manually jud na mo na siya gina-send sa inyo. So, approximately na yung mga I think 5 o'clock at kami nag-send og link in which to cater the whole day na mga nag-subscribe. So, if you kanang nag-subscribe mo o kanang not business hours, expect delivery sa atong subscription link mga 24 hours or during business hours lang. So, let's be patient lang. Don't you worry, mas-send yun ang subscription link sa inyo as long as tama inyo ang email na gibutang sa ato ang pre-registration form.
Because usually, daghay magkagugot diha kay basta lang ang ano, wala na mo nadawat ang subscription link tapos pag-check na mo, mali di ay ang email
Lahat
address.
instances kay ang gibutang at umindanao.ph.
Wala
edu. So, dapat kompletohon jud nato atong email. So, if you are using your Mindanao email, so at umindanao.edu.ph. So, dili.com, dili.ph, so .edu.ph. So, i-check jud nato atong email if tama ba jud siya.
Correct jud. Kay dira kita na nagkagugot
Yes.
ang awal. Sige, next. From Teresa, Ma'am Teresa May, hello po. May chance po ba na makasalid this batch? Katong mga late na nagbayad o grad fee last graduation. Pero naka-pictorial na mi last April.
Yes, pwede pa dyan siya maka-appeal. As long as ma-comply niya to mga requirements, mga credentials niya, mga financial obligation.
Yes.
Pag ma-comply na to nimo within the day of the deadline sa gihatag ni UM or ni ROC, so pwede ka mo-appeal. So basically, naga-base lang jud mi sa gihatag ni ROC sa mga if kinsa lang tong allowed mo or kinsa lang tong mga people or students na ibutang namo sa yearbook.
Yes, that's it, Miss Teresa May. Continue. Next question by Nasra Realino. Good afternoon. How much po kumuha ng soft copy? So, for this, soft copy is?
So, for the soft copy, no? So, kamo mismo mag-request, personal request sa ninyo sa ato ang studio. So, dili scope sa
photo
yearbook payment ninyo na 3,000 nga atong soft copies. Hence, you need to have your separate siya na payments na which is dito mo mag-pay sa ato ang photography studio na which is in Midtown. Pero ang question na is how much? So, with regard to this, I think same gyapon siya payment last time. I think that is 250 sa ato ang soft copy. So, I'm not sure if 250 ba, basta nag-change na sila ka-inflation ba yung part nyo. So,
the golden age.
Yes. So, basta nag-change sila amount sa ilahang so, directly communicate na lang sa ato ang photography studio about if pila ang soft copy.
So, soft copy, direct sa Midtown. Next question by Michelle De Arol. Pwede pa maka-pick graduate ang first sem 2021 to 2022 karon? Wala pa mong good ko, maski nagpa-pre-register last schedule sa first sem, pero wala ko bayad sa yearbook. Thank you so much for the reply.
So, yes, pwede pa dyan kayo siya mag-pictorial, no? So, natay date na mo cater ito o both first semester o second semester sa mga person or sa mga students na wala pa naka-picture. So, yes, pwede ka po siya magpa-picture as long as naka sa school year, naka sa scope na sa yearbook.
Sa Vinta 2022.
Yes.
That's it. Next. By Teresa. Ma'am Teresa May is back at our Q&A. Bali po, graduate kami last April 2022 na batch. Kaso late kami nakabayad ng grad fee, pero tapos na kami. I think this is done though. Wala, hindi na-apply sa virtual grad. Okay, that's done though. Let's move on to the next. Miss Lawa Celeste, hello po, I already paid 3,000 for Vinta. Need po pa ba mag-subscribe for solicitation? Oh yes, this has been explained by our lovely circulation manager, Kagaina, na kuan na ni siya, option lang ni siya sa solicitation.
So, if you have paid na your Vinta fee na 3,000 sa cashier, then you opt na mag-solicitation, pwede kayo siya para what you call this?
Refund.
Ma-refund yung 3,000. Pero, dapat ibalik gyapon ni yung solicitation again.
Yes. Ana na siya. By John Eric Torino, regarding sa solicitation, pila ka names and ang pwede masulat per solicitation form. So, na ay 10 ka buo na
Yes,
solid
10
form.
ka solid form sa mga ihatag sa imo. So I advise no na isa lang,
Yeah.
one person, one solicitation kay names lang kasi ilalagay namin sa yearbook. So if plenty ang names niya imubutang sa isa ka solicitation form, then di na siya maklaro sa to ang yearbook.
Oo, so advice na lang kung family, Garcia family, ana na lang.
Yes,
No, kung
tama
ganun
jud na
kayo.
Lish.
Family na lang na siya mga friends. Kaya isa raman jud. Okay, moving on, a question from Cristel. What about po sa hair color? Kailangan jud black? For this, any natural hair color or anything that is not vibrant or not too, that is not natural. So na ating mga uban nga, actually nakita na mga hair color nila kay medyo light brown. That's good. That's alright.
Mga highlight lang naman.
Iba ng highlights.
So again, ang ato ang pictorial guidelines, i-remember yun na to siya about sa hair color na dili jud mo edit si photography. Dili jud mo edit si photography studio sa mga color hair ninyo na pwedeng ipa-black. So natural color lang jud tayo. And again, ang ato ang pictorial guidelines, apil man siya sa pictorial guidelines sa hair color is that i-anchor na mo siya sa OSA na guidelines in terms sa dress code. So, imagine na lang ninyo mag-pictorial mo na makasulod ba ko ani sa UM pag mag-pictorial ko, ana siya. So, if ever di mo kasulod ana sa UM, then di siya pwede sa pictorial.
Yes, that's it, Miss Cristel. Next. Kami jud from Fritzen Leboa. Kami jud ba ang magkuha sa solicitation form or pwede ra ipakuha sa line? Example, friend or family member if ever dili available during the dates lagi set.
Yes, so basig si student no kay layo kay ni siya og place no. So nakisuyo lang. So basically yes, we allowed these things no. So just provide lang a authorization letter na ID nimo, back to back photocopies yung ID then letters, authorization letter yes. And katong perma nimo and your photocopy po sa katong mag-claim sa solicitation form. And of course, do not forget also na dapat si family member or si friend nimo kay vaccinated kay di sila kasulod sa UM pag magkuha og solid form.
That's it lang po for the solid form kung gusto mong representative. Next one is from Ms. Rasha Suarez. Sa Vinta office paghihapon ibalik ang solid forms.
Okay. So kani siya gidiscuss ni siya ni Simple.
Si
Simple o si Sunshine day nato ni sa Vinta no. So topic ni siya ganina is that ang pagbalik sa atong solicitation forms is online lang po. So we do not cater po na kanang physical contact or kanang face-to-face na pagbalik sa sa solicitation forms. And again, ang pagbalik sa solicitation forms is that i-picture ninyo siya, ibutang ninyo sa document file that i-save as PDF. Then katong PDF dapat containing to siya sa 10 kabuk na soli na gihatag sa imo ha. And then i-upload to sa Google Drive, then mukuha o Google link ato Google link sa drive link niyo, then i-post, i-submit ko ninyo sa amo ang system, sa Vinta system. Under na siya sa patron and benefactor sa inyong student panel. So yes.
So explore lang yun. Again, online ang pagpasa sa solid, pagbalik sa solid.
Then di mo worry kay mag-post po ta guidelines about sa pag-return.
Mag-post mi sa Facebook page o vintayearbook.com na website. So i-visit na po dito ang mga contents kagi po sa vintayearbook.com. And from Miss Jana Eliska, good afternoon. I just want to clarify for the Toga Pictorial, need ba talaga na clean masyado like no bangs and stuff? Well, pwede rin jud kaayo mag-bangs because most people, they look the best when they wear bangs. As long as dili ma-cover ang features, ang face like the eyes, you know, okay na mag-bangs guys. Si Lisa Manoban gani nag-bangs for the past 4 years sa ilahang K-pop idol life. So pwede rin jud kaayo ka nga mag-bangs as long as everything is nag-follow sa guidelines, pictorial guidelines. Yun lang. Next, from Glenn Jacqueline.
Hello, asa makita ang updated tentative list of graduation? So, yes, gi-explain ako ni siya ganina no, na sa atong pre-registration form na once you enter your ID number, is that na option dito, duha ka option first, if wala ka sa list, is that mo indicate dito na you're not yet on the list na gihatag sa mua. And second is that mo pop up tong mga data nimo if you are in the list. So if ever niingon na si Rock sa inyo na, uy, nana ko sa list, pero wala pa ka nag-reflect sa mo ang pre-registration form, please contact them. It's because wala pa ka ni-endorse ni Rock sa mo. So si Rock nag-endorse na siya og students sa to if sino-sino yung mga students na allowed na mag-subscribe sa atin.
Yes, that's it, Sir Glenn. Next, follow-up question by Ms. Teresa May. Mag-subscribe ba may balik katong mga humana og bayad and Pictorial last April 2022?
With regard to this, dili na mo necessary mag-subscribe since you do have already your account as a Vinta system. So all you need to do is kanang i-log in lang ninyo inyong account sa atong Vinta system. Then narito mga tanang features.
Oo, okay. Kumanawan mo, nakasunod naman mo sa Vinta system. So okay na dili na mo mag-subscribe balik. That's it.
We do have may question pa ba tayo?
Wala na daw question. So, keep the question, guys.
Yes.
Let's check them out. Cool. Oh, my God, thank you for the comments. I know, for the questions, guys. Para ang uban po ma-enlighten concerning their confusions for the Vinta 2022 process.
Yes, so reflected po sa inyong screen is that July 13 today mag-start ato ang subscription period. And also, yes, July 25 to 29 is the releasing of solicitation forms, and August 20 kay ang deadline sa ato ang forms.
Yes. Here, we actually have a follow-up question by Ms. Michelle. Graduate first sem 2021 and 2022, pero wala pa nakasubscribe sa Vinta. So mag-wait lang po kami sa schedule na ihatag para sa mga pahabol, like separate na sked. Pwede po ba na kato na lang na process among buhaton na manual ni magpa-sked na kami magbuhat sa sked through vintayearbook.com. Thank you. So, ala siya for Michelle.
Kani siya since first semester graduate man siya so we advise you na mag subscribe sa imuhang sa extended date na i-cater mo. It's because basig magubot-gubot atong files, magubot-gubot ang files sa ato ang studio that basig ma-misnap yung mga pictures. So, I advise lang you na to have mag-pictorial ka sa extended date namo in which we cater both first semester and second semester graduates.
So, mag-wait siya sa schedule, ana.
Yes. Pero, if you are on the list na then you naka sa system, then go. Pwede na. As long as naka sa list, pwede di ka maka-pictorial.
Pero naman siya, wala daw siya nakasubscribe itong first sem.
So mag-subscribe siya.
So technically, wala pa siguro yun ay wala pa iyahang data sa Vinta system. So pwede pa siya mag-subscribe.
Yes, pwede siya mag-subscribe. Kaya itong data kay same na di ay. So yes, pwede ka mag-subscribe na.
So, oo. Mura to.
So yes, pwede ka mag-subscribe. Pwede ka mag-pictorial.
Since wala ka nakasubscribe last time.
Yes.
Okay? One, from Cyrene Albulete. Good afternoon. Gusto lang na ako ma-clarify ang toga na gamitin for Pictorial na i-provide sa studio is only for Pictorial lang ba? Okay, so let's explain this again. Sa toga is that undergraduates nga toga provided na sa studio. Ang katong mga naa sa professional schools, you have to go to your dean's office and inquire kung unsay toga gamiton. And you have two photos for the pictorial, toga, and casual. So, for the undergraduates, since provided naman ang toga sa studio, ang ilan na lang dalon is creative attire. Sa mga professional schools, duha na dalon. Toga photo, for the toga photo, and for the casual photo.
So again, since ang mga undergraduates, kay di naman sila magdalag toga, ang dalon lang dyan ninyo yung creative attire o katong inner wear ninyo for the toga. So katong for the men, at katong males na to, magdala sila polo, then polo na long sleeve, and then black na necktie.
Yep.
And si females na to is that V-neck or tube.
Yes. That's it. Okay, do we have any more questions? We have no questions asked of this moment, so just a little reminder too to follow us at our Twitter at Vinta Yearbook. Just Vinta Yearbook.
So don't you worry, said no kay if katong mga people na wala pa nakasabot dito sa ato ang sa atong guidelines, sa atong mga processes, provided po lahat ng guidelines sa ato ang website. So just visit lang our website, that is vintayearbook.com/betteryou po.
Yes, /betteryou. And any more that we have to say? Alright, wala na daw po. So I think, Nina?
Yes, so that concludes our Q&A portion. So for more inquiries, you can feel free to message us and reach us during office hours, that is 9 o'clock in the morning until 4 p.m. sa afternoon, that is Mondays to Friday, and also provided sa ang ato ang social media accounts in which maka-message, maka-send message. Then if you have some urgent na mga urgent na mga matters, you can feel free to call us sa amo ang cellphone number kaya para on the spot yun ang matubag inyong question.
Correct. And up next, we will be presenting to you the dates to remember for you guys, the batch 2022 graduates. So ready? Prepare to screenshot because we will be showing to you the dates to remember. Show them right now.
So dates to remember. So if dili maka-screenshot, pwede sila take note.
Oo,
yes?
kung traditional bago yung mo. So let's show them. Okay, we're back. Sorry, we're back right now. So let's dates to remember.
Yes.
First, July 30, 2022, which is today. This is the start of the subscription period. So, may repeat again, nakatong mga wala nakasubscribe sa first sem, pwede makasubscribe karon since wala pa inyong data sa system. Kung wala pa yung data sa system, pero kung naano mo, nakasubscribe na mo, nakasulod na mo sa system, ayaw na mo pag-subscribe, mag-login na mo direct sa dato. And then July 25 to 22 and onwards will be the pictorial session. And we really advise you guys to get the earliest schedule as much as possible because as of now, dili ka sure sa ang panahon, ihatid sa panahon karon kasi yes. Magkagubot, no? So at least na mo mag-slay na mo daan sa inyong picture.
So, hantod since kabalo naman mo sa team, kabalo naman sa guidelines, so pangita na mo attire ninyo para maka-picture na mo this July 25.
Anak pag sila na, mag-unhay na sila sa ukayan.
Go pang una na, una na mo po kayo dito. And of course, let's be creative na lang sa itong attire life. Also, we do have also July 25 to July 29, 2022 is the releasing of the solicitation forms, which is here at the University of Mindanao main Matina campus sa ato ang Vinta office na besides sa gymnasium. Also sa August 20 is the returning of the solicitation form. So whether na-use ninyo or wala na-use ang inyong solicitation form, uli dyan ninyo. So the guidelines sa pag-returning kay provided sa just sa ato ang website.
Ayan. So I think that's it for the important dates to remember, and I'm excited as well to kick off Vinta 2022. And hopefully, tanan all set na, nasabtan na ba? And as the saying goes, to every beginning, there is an ending. And now the orientation has come to its end. And once again, we would like to thank everyone for gracing us with your presence. To those who have commented hearts every time we ask for you to comment hearts, to those people who have asked questions, to those people those early birds, and to those who have stayed with us until the end, thank you very much.
So yun, no? So thank you kaayo. So please be guided lang dyan sa ato ang dates to remember. So yes. So we would like also to thank our Vinta moderator, Dr. Reynaldo C. Castro. So thank you kay sir. And of course to our assistant moderator, Ma'am Abigail Gulzura Bautista. Thank you kayo, ma'am. And to the Vinta staff, and the men and women behind this camera who made this orientation possible, daghan kayong salamat. So we hope to inspire everyone to embrace their colorful journey and to love every single moment of every day. So as the yearbook commences, let's highlight and celebrate a better you. Again, this is Winner Junior F. Gonzalez.
And I'm Elisha Garcia, and this is The Better You, the second live orientation and the official launch of the subscription for Vinta Yearbook 2022.
So to formally close this program, let us give it up for the University of Mindanao Coral and have a nice day ahead. So keep safe, everyone.
Bye!
I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken heart. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us. For we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, the conquerors, here I go. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets hits my skin. Fly away, 'cause today I won't let the shit sink in. We are masters of days and we are warriors. That's what we become. I won't let them break me down. I know that there's a place for us. For glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. The doubt is here I go, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I'll make no apologies. This is me. This is me. And I know that I've deserved all love. There's nothing I do. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the flood, gonna drown them out. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm